In a crime that shocked the San Antonio community, 49-year-old Charles Byrd has been arrested for the brutal murder of his wife, Angela Byrd. What makes this case even more chilling? Charles allegedly lived with her decomposing body for over a month before the truth was finally uncovered. How could a husband commit such a horrific act, and what would drive someone to live with the body of their loved one? Stay tuned as we break down this grisly crime and try to understand what led to Angela's tragic end. Welcome to Behind the Crime, where we dive deep into the world of real-life criminal cases. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more updates on the most shocking cases. Today, we're talking about a chilling case that's left the San Antonio community stunned, the murder of Angela Byrd by her husband, Charles Byrd. Let's unpack the details of this case and what might have driven Charles to commit such an unthinkable act. In early April 2025, police were alerted to a suspicious situation at the Byrd family home in San Antonio, Texas. Angela's family became concerned when they hadn't heard from her for weeks, and Charles was acting strangely. When officers arrived, they found Angela's body hidden in a back bedroom, decomposing after being left unattended for more than 30 days. Her remains were found under a blanket and in horrific condition, having been left in sweltering heat. But what was even more unsettling was the fact that Charles Byrd had reportedly lived in the house with the body during that time. When questioned, Charles initially claimed that his wife had died of natural causes, but the condition of the body and his strange behavior contradicted his story. Investigators soon discovered that Charles had been living with Angela's decomposing body, even ordering food delivery during the time the body was in the home. Police found that Charles had been in contact with Angela's family but never raised any alarm or showed signs of distress. He continued his life seemingly unaffected by the presence of his wife's body, which led many to believe that his indifference to her death might have been a sign of deeper psychological issues. As the investigation progressed, it was revealed that Charles had a long history of mental health issues, including anger problems and a possible history of domestic violence. There was also evidence that Charles and Angela's marriage had been in turmoil for years. Friends and family described their relationship as toxic, filled with arguments and unresolved conflict. Angela had even expressed fears about her safety to family members prior to her death. Some believed that Charles's inability to cope with their failing marriage might have triggered his violent outburst. Investigators found financial issues were also at play. Angela had been the primary breadwinner in the household, and Charles may have seen her death as a way to avoid facing the financial burdens they were experiencing. The case has raised serious questions about domestic violence and how victims often go unnoticed until it's too late. Angela Byrd's tragic fate highlights the need for stronger awareness of domestic abuse and the psychological toll it takes on both the victim and the perpetrator. For the community, Charles's actions have left them reeling. Many still ask the question, how could a husband live with his wife's body for so long without anyone noticing? The social implications of this case have sparked public conversations about mental health, relationship dynamics, and domestic violence awareness. The murder of Angela Byrd is a grim reminder of the dark side of human nature and the consequences of unchecked mental health issues and toxic relationships. As the trial continues, we will likely uncover more details that shed light on what led to this shocking and tragic crime. What do you think? How could Charles Byrd have lived with his wife's body for so long without anyone noticing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Behind the Crime for more updates on this case and others. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.